Yep, we are live. Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is ETSR Wallace and I'm covering for Sam today. Alongside me is Big Royale. Say hello.
Hello.
So, as you can see, it is raining in qualifying, short qualifying around Silverstone. We have around 8 minutes to go, and so far Weeze has put a top time in of 34.6. Indeed. To do with setups, considering it is raining in qualifying, I think most of these Tier 1 drivers will be aiming to get their dry setups ready for the race. How do you think that the people who are at the top right now, how do you think that their setup, if they've got a wet setup on, how will it affect their race? Alright, let's have a look at some of the laps going around at the moment. Have Beep Cheap. Beep Cheap has just gone 5th fastest with a 35.4. Just gone ahead of J-Ball. There's some other laps going around at the moment. Got Brute Gorgon coming to the end of his lap. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Also, another reason, as you might not have known, because the stream started at 10 minutes. At the first flying lap of the session, Abe unfortunately did crash, although he has not retired and he's setting another flying lap right now. Hopefully it can be a lot better. How about you take us through this lap here? It's GSR raids. Royale, take it away. Yes, hopefully he will end up going back strong towards the end of the session as track evolution takes place. It's still raining, and as Brute Gorgon has just gone second fastest with a 34.8, about a 10th off Weeze on front. Aid comes through to... Aid has gone third. Aid has gone third with a 34.8. Good luck. Next to come through in a flying lap is Archie, is coming to the pits. So we've got the racing points. Just starting his out lap now. As there has been just somewhat, there's a yellow flag in sector 1, people letting others through in flying laps. The others on a flying lap. Got people coming into the pits and a lot of people still in the pit lane trying to get to the latest possible time to come out as track evolution is at its best. So hopefully they'll get quicker times compared to the others that have already set competitive last times. Don't know, but it seems as if Weeze has backed off his lap. I think he might have been track limits. But his current time at the moment is a 34.9. He's just coming out of the pits now. It'll be tight to see if these guys can actually get round because there is a short amount of time left. Seems like Weeze is going on to his final flying lap now. If any others can emerge out of the blue, see if anyone that hasn't set like any lap times that are kind of near their capability. We know Combat can definitely do better as he starts his flying lap now. See how they do as they come along around the track. Notice as well, J-Ball seems happy with his time, so he has retired in pit lane with a 35.4. And Bearbot has retired on track. So has Brute Gorgon. They've also retired. Oh, drama. Yes. Oh. That is drama. He will start 19th. Interesting qualifying session there. And of course, people in this qualifying session will still have their wet setups on. Some of them, I don't think many will gamble for the wet setups, as the race will...
think they'll have their wet setups on.
Let's hope not, as the race will be dry. The race will be dry, so we're heading to... just getting into the race now. Royale, who do you think, judging on qualifying and the races beforehand, who do you think will be a race contender to win this race today?
ADF1 probably. He could have taken pole if he didn't misjudge the timing in quali, because he obviously couldn't make it back out. But Wheeze, looking at that lap, that shows he's strong in the wet, but obviously this really either way.
May have to restart stream here. There's been a bit of lag on the speech of the party here. Might have to restart.
Yeah, it's fine. The formation lap's going. Leads them off the line. The stream's bad.
Yeah, I think my volumes have gone a bit lower. So before the start of the race, I will set this back up, and I will. Will meet you all.
For some reason.
Is it stretched? We're all keeping nice and clean on the formation lap here, just trying to get the tyres warmed up.
Yeah, why is the stream, the resolution stretched? Why is it like this?
I don't know.
No, right, go on to the stream on Twitch and have a look and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
Why is it like that?
Why is it like that?
Have a look at the stream compared to your TV. See if there's any difference. it's like squished. The framing is really weird. Anyway, we'll just have to, I think we'll just have to have it like that. That's not really what we want, but we'll have to deal with it like that. Anyway, the lights are going on for the British Grand Prix in Tier 1, and away we go. And Weeze will lead them away, but bad F1 opinions are going to challenge him down into turn 1. Weeze will lead them away, bad F1 opinions, they're all going side by side into turn 1, they're all keeping it relatively clean. GSR up into P3 already, ahead of Rick Gorgon, and now through turn 2, there's a Renault spun around, and he's hit a Red Bull as well. Big crash, it seems like a Renault and a Red Bull have gone together, and also FRA Chili and Smoking Ginger are both off at turn 2 as well, so big crashes down at turn 1, a lot of debris on the middle of the track down there as well. But it is going to be Weeze 75 leading them away. GSR F1 already up into P2. He's ahead of bad F1 opinions. And meanwhile, Weeze is just extending his gap already, a 1.1 second lead for the Red Bull driver. And now down into Cops. It seems BG is out on the back of Brute Gordon. And down is inside on the approach to Cops. Down the national pit straight. Seems to have got through. Oh, Archie Cyberbot! Massive crash from Archie Cyberbot into the wall. And he's not out of the race, but we have a virtual safety car.
BSC, and that is unfortunate for Weeze. He has pulled out a big gap already. He pulled out a 1.7 second gap off the start to Aid F1. We'll see if Aid can close up under the VSC, although it won't make too much of a difference. We'll see how he fares after the VSC. We'll see if he can close up. And we're green again.
Yeah, so much time at pits. After Chili follows, a lot of people after that first lap. 30th all the way down to 20th of pitted.
Seems like they're going for the alternate strategy, maybe going for a 2-stop.
They all probably picked up damage, to be honest.
That was a crazy first lap in the first sector there. There was quite a lot of contact.
Timing's all going weird. But we still lead them away, but GSR F1 has managed to slightly take down the gap. Meanwhile, he's got a 1.6 second gap to bad F1 opinion, so GSR makes up 2 places on that first lap. He's very well to do that.
Side by side going into Magus and Beckett. It seems like BeepTube has got the place. The VM right behind him.
Oh yeah. All those yellows in sector 1 and that Smoking Ginger round. Okay, the timing seems to be going back to normal. The biggest climber on that first lap would have been Super Whammon from P18 to P9.
Indeed, he's obviously profited from a lot of contacts in the midfield there to get climbing back up into the field and back into 9th place and in the points for now.
Yeah, he's already chasing down Jensen Bartley. So Whammon has really done well in these opening laps to make up all those positions, especially probably benefited from all the driver damage. But before and is chasing down bad F1 opinions, the Racing Point driver, the Croatian driver, who is starts P2. He's lost 1 position to GSR F1, so he probably is going to want to fight that one back, but is just losing time massively. The gap nearly 3 seconds now already, really losing time to that Ferrari. However, he's on the mediums, so he's obviously gone to the ultimate strategy. And Aid really chasing down Weeze now. He'll get the benefit of DRS now because it is lap 3. It is enabled, and Aid might be ready to overtake for the win.
Indeed, Louis M has really profited from the start of the race there. He's gone up into P4, he's climbed up 8 places in the starting position of P12. Kyle and Beepcheap are side by side going out of Luffield and onto the old pit straight. It seems like Beepcheap has got the position. Still held over Cole SO. Meanwhile, at the front, Aid is close within 4 tenths of Wheeze. Is he going to challenge on this back straight here? He hasn't got the best of exits out of Chapel there. Seems like he's going to be a bit too far back heading into the final sector.
Yeah, I said the DRS probably is going to make a difference, but it really doesn't seem to be making a difference. Ada GSR F1 though in the tyres to find and overtake Weeds 75. It's Red Bull versus Ferrari at the front here, and it is a 3-point-second gap to the cars behind. They're really comfortable, these two drivers, and I'd imagine that Aid probably is going to try and make a move soon. However, he's dropping back a bit now. 8 tenths is the gap. DRS probably won't do anything from this far back. The DRS will definitely help to get in, or it will be effective. 6 tenths the gap. Aid seems to be gaining and dropping back on Wheeze. So Dallas, look at Dallas and Beachib going very close together. Dallas probably going to try and make a move. Beachib goes a little bit wide out, a good gap, but Dallas gets a good exit. Looks to be gaining. He'll probably try and get past the DRS on the hanger straight. And for BG, and now he's down into P8, P7, and is now probably going to lose P7 here as Alice going to just breeze past him with the DRS. And BG now down in P8. Dallas is now P7.
Good racing there. Good move.
Yeah, the other Ferrari were on about. Look at this. Wheeze, and there's a crash. BG is round the Vale Chicane, and now he's down into P11.
Oh no. There's obviously been some
about
contact.
The other Ferrari, Aid is still not. Wheeze is going to go. Is switch right to the inside, down the Wellington straight, and he gets a good entry into Brooklands, Luffield, and Woodcote. And now, it's 6 tenths of the gap. It seems to be staying around the 6/10 area quite a lot. There's a lot of fighting behind them. Kyle S is now looking at bad F1 opinions into Cops. He's not going to be close enough to make moves into Cops, but as I say again, might be able to use DRS on the hanger straight. However, bad F1 opinions will have DRS as well, because he is close to penalty of the evening. He's in P9 right now, so he's stayed P9 since we've been talking about it. But he's close to gentle. But Kyle S isn't close enough to bad F1 opinions so far.
I have a feeling that Wheeze might be running a bit more wing than Aid, because Wheeze is able to pull away after the tight corners like Vale Chicane and Farm at the top of the Sector 1. So we'll see if he can close to within that gap that he needs to get overtaking him on the Wellington straight here. not close enough yet. More
Needs to
further
be a big
back.
DRS train. Because Brute
There's
Morgan's
a
now getting
huge
involved in this
DRS.
fight for P3 as well.
Louis M at the back
It
is
seems
just
to be like
leading.
the whole track is being scattered, and it's only lap 7. Like there's half the field seems to be in one place, and then
Benson Bartley.
seems to be in.
Seems as Jensen Bartley's come into the pits, gone on the hard tyres, and then it's now 13th behind Immortal in Combat, who are part of that gap that are still 30 seconds behind the rest of the field.
Yeah, those people probably at 11th or lower will probably want a safety car to bunch the field up now, because they seem to be all in one place. There's that one massive train going through left field now, and then there's the other half of the field around sector 1 now, sector 3, sector 1. Aid is still on the back of Wheeze, chasing Wheeze all the way around. Aid is probably going to need. They're both probably going to need to pit soon, so because they're both on softs. But obviously they're on a new set of softs, so probably about 10 laps they could take them. So lap 10 will probably see them do pit. Probably mediums. I think mediums could take it to the end. Soft medium. Smoking Ginger gets 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so at the moment it's just as if like Aid is getting tugged at the back in the straight, and then just a constant 4-10 gap at the moment, just lapping around Silverstone. And they've pulled out, both of them have pulled out a 5-second gap of Louis M. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Beeb Cheap has spun again.
Beeb Cheap.
So
just say in the chat,
back.
someone's asked see tyres, and someone's asked can we have more TV cams and less onboards. 2 things from the chat.
Okay, we'll make that happen. Oh, in front, Wheat has been overtaken. Aid has gone into the lead.
Yeah, whilst we've been looking at that, Aid has got ahead of Wheeze. And Smoking Ginger's...
Yellow flag. Patriot has gone for a spin, I think. There's a virtual safety car deployed.
Right in the pit lane.
Oh, Immortal has got a penalty. Immortal has got a drive-through penalty, as has Combat from that VSC. Wow. Still this DRS train. Bad F1 Opinions is the only one on tyres that are going on the alternate strategy here. He's on the mediums, and so is Brute Gorgon. Yeah. Wow. And Louis gone into pits. Jenson Bartley's got a pit. Aid has come into the pits as well. So Aid is also in the pit lane. Ready to change his tyres. What's he going on to? See, he's gone on to the medium tyres. As has Louis M. So they're going to pop back out around 9th or 8th place. We'll see if this overcut or the undercut can help Weed or Raid extend more of a gap over each other. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Seems like Petra has had another spin. Come on the track. Right in front of Chili has gone round the outside into Abbey.
I can't hear myself in the stream. I can only hear you.
Dunno. Oh, Kyle has got a penalty for speeding in pit lane. Kyle has got a servable 5-second penalty here. Meanwhile, Weez is pitted. Will he go out ahead of Aid? Aid is coming through the Vale chicane now, coming onto the front straight. He has not got ahead of him. So Aid still remains in the net lead of the Grand Prix. As Weez comes out, quite far back behind him. Quite far back behind. So Aid has stretched out a good gap there. Stretched out a gap of 1.8 seconds all the way to Weez. Let's see if he can make those tyres work. Yep, they're still staying out. The top three are still staying out. They're on medium tyres. Pretty tight. We'll see which one decides to go for the undercut first, or will they pit together? Will Jenson Bartley make a move here? Now Brute Gorgon has gotten close within 5/10. Will he make a move down into Luffield here? Getting closer, but he's not going to be able to make the move. Bad if one opinion is making good use of his tyres, as Louis M has done the fastest lap on a new set of mediums. The DRS train as well, it's starting to emerge again. There's just a group of 3 now. It's Dahlia. Yeah. Oh. Another lap, the Bad F1 Opinion and Brute Gorgon are going round. They still haven't pitted yet. The Nip and Tuck going through Vale chicane. We'll see, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. What has happened there? Feels like someone has come into the pit. Wallace seems to have left the session, so he's DNF from there. As Combat has got a penalty for track limits, as Polo God has been lapped. Still trying to get past him. Why won't McLaren move? Blue flags. At least he's ghosted. So coming onto the main straight, Brute Gorgon has had a very good exit, but bad F1 opinion has also got DRS off the McLaren, and there's still close within 2 attempts, but he can't make a move. Getting that back straight. Now going back to this battle, just heading through Max and Beckett, we've got Dally's, Louis M and Kyle S. They're all very bunched up. Seems like the train from first couple of laps has extended out quite a bit, which gives them some breathing space to kind of go quicker. As Brute Gorgon has pitted, and the crew are not ready. Oh, the game has glitched out. Cody's has glitched out for him. Oh. The game has glitched out for Brute Gorgon. It seems that the crew are not ready. Gutted. And he's going to lose all the time that he's made up. And he's going to be in and around 8th place. Really unfortunate for him. Now will this help Bad F1 opinion? Because he is still 8 seconds up on Superwoman. They have both not pitted. They're 14 lap old mediums. Close battling up and down the field here. Going back to Jensen Bartley and Pagoda, they're all within a second of each other, as well as Beep Cheap. Did a quick race for Chile up in 13th place. Patriot has spun once already, but he is 14th ahead of Combat, Immortal, Berbert, and then Polo God has been lapped. As Superwoman has pitted. Someone has pitted from 2nd place. See what tyre he goes on to. I think he's probably going to go on to the softs. We'll see. But Aid has gone through into 2nd place in the net race lead. And he's gone on to the soft tyres. So we'll put him out. No, let's put him out. This will put him out around 8th place. The Bad F1 opinion, who is still relishing the life of those medium tyres, will probably be going to pit soon in around a couple of laps time, but he is relishing the life of those medium tyres, and he's still not pitted yet. The only man in the race who has not stopped yet. So he is relishing the life of those tyres. As Polo God gets another penalty. Meanwhile, Dallas and Louis M are getting nip and tuck up into tops. They're within 5 tenths of each other. With Dallas is also, there's a comparable difference in ERS here. With Dallas on 94% and Louis only has 20% to work with. He's using all of that to try and defend from Dallas. He's been a yellow flag as Polo God is retired in pit lane. Unluckily for him, Dallas has not been able to make moves down the straight. Meanwhile, Bad F1 opinion has gone into the pits. Bad F1 opinion has gone into the pits. See where this brings him back out. So Kyle moves up into 3rd place, ahead of Louis M. And Bad F1 opinion is coming out in 6th position, just in front of Brute Gorgon. However, he has got the youngest tyres of everybody right now. He's just come out the pits on fresh softs, See if he can make that happen. See if he can close the gap to Dallas and pass him. Meanwhile, in the lead, it's been a bit quiet for the last 10 laps or so. But Weeze is still 1.5 seconds behind Aid, who's in the lead. And Dallas and Louis M are still nipping to the 5th place and 4th respectively. However, I think one of them needs to make the move around about now, as there are two or three guys right behind, closing in on them from behind on fresh soft, especially bad if one opinion. So one of them will have to make the move around now. Super Whammon gets another penalty. He can go up to 14 seconds. We still have Aid, Weeze. Dallas has just got past. Dallas has just got past Louis M heading into the 3rd sector. Can he attack in the Belgian chain? No, he backs out. So Dallas has moved up into 4th place. Now everyone has made their stops. So it's all purebred racing now. See if anyone can make the move. We're just slightly trying to close in on Aid. Try and get that 1st place back that he lost around the 12th lap. Looking further down the grid, we have Jensen, Bartley, Beep and Chili are quite close together. Closing up on Skoda. Dallas has also got no penalties, so Kyle will need to pull out quite a bit of a gap and hope that Louis M continues to fight with him so he can pull out a 5-second gap in order to make sure he still secures that 3rd position. Bad if one opinions has also not got any penalties, as Immortal has got another penalty. His penalties are now up to his 1st penalty of the race. They're really close, heading into Stowe. Meanwhile, Aid is still managing that gap up ahead, managing his medium tyres. We have 7 laps to go in the British Grand Prix here. We've still got battles up and down the field. Bad if one opinion is now closed onto the back of Louis M and Dallas while they've been fighting. Big lock-up from the Ferrari there. 2 big lock-ups. Heading through the tight 1st section of this track and onto the Wellington Straight. Will this hurt his tyres a bit more? He is on quite aging mediums at the moment. He's on 6 lap old. See if that'll be hurting him a bit with the tyre wear. You know, Bad F1 opinion is flying. He's continuing to catch Louis M here, but is still trying to get past the Ferrari, who is making himself the widest car in this Northampton circuit here. Heading through Magazine Beckett. Chili has got a penalty, his 1st of the race. As Brute Gorgon is also on the back of this pair. The DRS train is closing back up. They are nip and tuck, the 3 of them. If Bad F1 opinion goes for a move into Vale, can he make it stick? Squeezes a bit, but he's done it. Bad F1 opinion has got him into 5th place. Past Louis M, who'll just be wanting to try and preserve his tyres now. Been a yellow flag. Super Whammon has retired in pit lane in 8th place. Big lock-up from Bad F1 opinion there as he tries to close on the back of Ferrari. Meanwhile, as we were speaking of that train, the lead gap has gone down to 7/10. Has Aid made a mistake, or has we put the pedal to the metal in an overtake, in an effort to try and overtake him? Coach has got another penalty for track warnings. It's still, Brute Gorgon is dropped back a bit from this slot now, so it's now a 3-way battle for 4th place at the moment. Bad F1 opinion is still trying to close the gap on the back of him. heading down the back straight. He will have DRS. They have relatively the same amount of ERS just now, so there's no advantage to be had in that area. Oh, Dalis has got his first penalty. Dalis has lost his advantage of having no penalties. He's got his first track warning penalty at Abbey. That's unfortunate for him. He's really feeling the pressure with bad F1 opinion at the moment on those fresh soft tyres that are starting to lose their grip as the tyres grow older. Have to work harder. Oh, bad F1 opinion has spun and is retired from the race. Will this cause a safety car? Huge accident coming out of Cops, and it's a late race safety car. Wow. He just lost it coming out of Cops corner. He could do nothing to catch the car back, and he's out of the race from 4th position. Now, will anyone pit? I don't think many will pit under this safety car. But all of this, Brute Gorgon is heading for pits. Louis M is heading for the pits. Quite a few people pitting. We've got Louis M is pitted. Anyone else? See that the safety car has come out. Could be a big advantage as Matty Mumu has come into the pits as well. Pagoda. Seems like the leading pair and Kyle SO2 has kind of lost the advantage of coming into the pits. I really feel for bad F1 opinion there. He was running such a good race. The alternate strategy did work. They're catching the back of Gullies, but unfortunately Cops can claim a few victims and he claims the racing points today. This will be what the back people running near the back of the field would want. This is what they needed to catch back up to the field. However, is it too late? There is 5 laps to remaining. There's 4 laps after this lap. Just got to keep the tyres warm now. So let's go for a brief run of the race order here. We've got GSR Aid still holding off Wheeze. We've got Kyle and the Royale in 3rd place, along with the Prix and Dalis. Beachy has run up to 5th despite 2 spins early on in the race. He has no penalties. That safety car has really helped him out. Louis M is up into 6th place. Brute Gorgon is 7th. Matty Mumu is in 8th place, along with Kagoda. And Chile has made his way up into the points in the Alfa Romeo in 10th place. Jensen Bartley running close behind him. And then Patriot, V2 Combat, Immortal and Barebutts at the back of the field, bringing up the rear. Although he has been lapped. Hopefully the safety car will be coming back in this lap so we can have 3 laps of good racing here. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. We've got 22 viewers in the chat just now, welcome. We've just got a late race safety car from Bad F1 Opinion spinning out. He had such a good race, he was running 5th place, but Cops has claimed another victim. So So you can see penalties will start to make an effect with this late race safety car. There's been quite a lot of people with 3-second penalties. There's Brute Gorgon and Jensen Bartley and V2 Combat on 6 seconds. Carl SO2 on 5 seconds. And Aid and Beep Jeep have not got penalty yet. That will help them at the end classifications. Let's see if the safety car is coming in this lap. The safety car is not coming in this lap because Immortal and V2 Combat have still got to catch up to the safety car before they always start, so it'll be 2 laps at the end of the race. But will the safety car let go out? Let's see. Nope, it seems like the safety car will stay up for another lap. Just really important to keep those tyres warmed up for the race restart. You don't want them being really cold at the moment. Otherwise you're going to be spinning down at Abbey. See if safety car's coming in this lap. Seems as everyone has caught back up to the safety car. So that hopefully the safety car will be coming in this lap. Yep, safety car is coming in this lap. Going back under green this next lap. There'll be 2 laps to the end. Let's see, when will I choose to go? He chooses to go now into the Vale chicane. Let's see. Green flag, we're back under racing. 2 laps to go in the British Grand Prix. There's been a yellow flag. Oh, Beep Cheap has spun again. No! Beep Cheap has spun out of 5th place under the safety car restart, and he is now back in 13th place. That's so unfortunate for him. I don't know if there was contact there. Meanwhile, Louis M has made his way back through the field. He's made up 2 positions on this restart here. Gone past the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari, so he's up into 4th place. And that may become 3rd if he can keep within 2 seconds of the Renault of Kyle. We're about to go into the final lap. As you see, Brute Gorgon has got past the Ferrari of Gullies and up into 5th place. So good points for him, although he does have 3 seconds more penalties than most of the guys behind, which is unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, up front, Aids and Weeze have performed expertly, and Kyle is now coming into the mix as well. See if he can overtake. See if he can overtake Weeze. Coming down the Wellington straight here. Weeze using the defensive line, don't want to give away any slipstream, and he hasn't got through. Meanwhile, the Renault has gone down the inside at Luffield. Can he make the move stick around the outside? Dalise has the line, but the Renault has momentum. Side by side, still onto the old back straight. Onto the old pit lane. Will he make the move into Cops? The Ferrari backs out and he moves into 6th place. Good racing there. Good respect going through Luffield. And it's gone all the way through there. Very good racing from the Renault and the Ferrari there. Meanwhile, in the lead of the race, GSR F1 has performed expertly. Up front, all of the top 3 have now broken away a bit here. And Louis M is trying to come back late. But here we are. Aids is coming through the final set of corners. And through onto the main straight to win the British Grand Prix. Weeze is 2nd, and Louis M is now 3rd after penalties. We've won the race order again after everyone's crossed the line. Intense race there with the safety car coming out 2 laps from the end. But in the end, GSR Aid has conquered Britain and he has won the British Grand Prix. That's 25 points for the championship. It's going to be good for him in an effort to close up to the top. I believe if any penalties aren't taken away, then GSR Aid will move into 2nd place in the Drivers' Championships, just behind GSR Axe, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. But in the end, GSR Aid has won and will be going 2nd, I think. So, there's the finish. So in the end, it was GSR Aid and the Ferrari who won the British Grand Prix ahead of Weeze and the Red Bull. South African doing well to finish 2nd place, and Louis M going into 3rd after penalties from 12th on the grid. Very good race. Down the rest of the order, we have Kyle S. Just missed out on 3rd due to a 5-second penalty in 4th place. Kagoda and the other Renault is right behind in 5th place. Then Dalise and the Ferrari just fell back a bit at the end, going into 6th place. The McLaren of Matty Mumu came in 7th from 17th on the grid. Very good drive from him. Brute Gorgon just lost out a bit towards the end of the race there. So he has ended up in 8th position. Chile has got his first point of the season in 9th place. And TRT Immortal has gone in 10th place, just missing out on points. We have V2 Combat. Unfortunately for him, he's lost out in 2nd in the championship from that result. 12th on the results, we have Jensen Bartley. Beep Cheap spun out late in the race. Unfortunately for him, he ended up 13th. GSR Patriot, Beerbut, Bad F1 Opinions, and a few others retired. So a very good race there. Very good race. Alright. Thank you all for watching. And In honour of GSR 8, we are going to play the national anthem of the UK. Well done to GSR Raid for winning the race. And thank you all for watching. Unfortunately, RTG Royale had to disconnect mid-party due to Twitch. Unfortunately, well done to him for commentating along with me. I've been ETSR Wallace, and I will catch you guys